What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Lise, and in today's video I'm going to let you guys know how I stay protected when I'm out in public. Before I get started with the video, if you haven't already yet guys, make sure you subscribe down below, put that post notification bell on so you're aware of every time I post another video. There's just a lot of scary things that just are happening. People are just doing it in broad daylight in front of people, like there's no F's given. There's sex trafficking has gone up, a lot of kidnapping has gone up. The product I'm talking about today, it is called Invisawear. I heard about Invisawear actually on TikTok. There was a girl on TikTok that was talking about her story about almost being kidnapped taking an Uber. Now, back when I used to go out with my friends, going to the bars, clubbing, I was those people that would take a Lyft and an Uber because we don't drink and drive, right? I remember there were times when I would dial up my Uber ride and I would have all of this anxiety because you just don't know who you're getting in the car with. I mean, of course, they do background checks for the drivers and everything, but I'm still somewhat a paranoid person, so I would always be scared, especially if I would be alone in the Uber ride or the Lyft ride. Most of the times I would have friends meet up at my house and we would go to the bars together, just meet up at a meeting location and take the Lyft and Uber. But if I was by myself taking a Lyft or an Uber, I would tell all my family, I would tell my friends like, hey, I'm in an Uber, make sure like I would send them my locations, which brings a tip. The app that I love using, that I use with all my friends and family for protection reasons, is Find Friends. They have my location and it's just comforting when they can see where you're going, but somehow you don't have your phone. Somehow the person, if you're in a situation where they take your phone away, right? You're like, what do I do now? Like, my Find Friends app is showing my last location could be at the bar, but what if you left your phone at the bar and then you're in an Uber and then something happens to you? Of course that's not what I wish for, but in a case of emergency you would have this. Share with you guys my experience so far that I've had this. I had this bracelet since November and now we're in February, so I've had it for a few months now. I use it mostly every single day when I'm outside the house. I do want to say it is very expensive to buy. I didn't expect myself to buy something almost $200 pretty much if you round it up. I personally believe it is worth your buck, especially if you're a person that works at nighttime. Living alone, I feel like you should have this. If you're the type of person that's always traveling alone, you should have this. And you walk to school while driving, this can help you too in a state of emergency, because if you get in a car accident, you can't move, and let's say your phone is on the floor or it flew out, you have this on your wrist and all you have to do is just press the button. In a case of an emergency, I feel so much at ease knowing I have this as my backup if something was to happen to me. You don't only have to choose this gold bracelet. They have a bow, like a bow tie that you can have, and you can get a necklace. I am looking to the side because I do have up on my laptop here. It's now like an athletic headband, so now you can have it as a headband, a head wrap. It's a keychain one that you can put on your keys or clip it, anywhere where you're able to. There's keychains, and again, the hair ties that I've already mentioned. And I think I said the necklace already, but if I didn't say it, there's necklaces. There's different colors besides the gold. You can actually, there's a silver, there's a rose gold. How much this is, it is about $150 plus tax. Well, it's $149, plus tax. So it is pretty expensive. And I believe the other amounts are different. So hair ties are $150, necklaces are about $200. And the keychains are about $150. Depending on when you go on their website, they do have promotions. So like right now they're having a Valentine's Day promotion. So like the keychains usually like $149, but they brought it down to $119. So it just depends when you buy it. There could be a promotion when you do. I will say my experience having the bracelet is pretty sensitive, only because I wear a lot of bracelets, I wear a lot of hoodies, and sometimes if it's like snugged into my sleeve of my hoodie, I'm like positioned in a certain way where I could be hitting it because the button is pretty sensitive. It's like flat. I mean, you wouldn't think you would hit it, but as you can see, I wear like my tiger's eye bracelet here, and because it's like a bead, it can hit on to the bracelet. So you want to be very careful when you are wearing the bracelet, because I've had mishaps wearing this bracelet and it has alerted my 5 contacts, which my 5 contacts will get a phone call stating that my name is in an emergency and I need them to call 911. So they get alerted, and if they're calling me and they don't hear from me, then to automatically assume that I'm in a situation, they're gonna call the cops and so on and so forth. But this already does call 911 for you when you press it twice. You are able to change your contacts. You don't have to keep it on the same person. You're able to change it. I will show you guys the app. So this is the app, and as you can see, it is linked with ADT, so that's pretty cool. Cancel. See, I almost dialed the police. I almost dialed 911. It's very sensitive, so you have to be careful when you touch things. But let's say you are able to still use your phone in emergency. If you don't want to use your bracelet, you are able to use your phone, and isn't it focusing? Focus. And you can press any of those buttons right there. I'm not going to show you guys my emergency contacts because it does give their personal information. I can go on my emergency contacts and I can remove people, I can add people, I believe. I don't know if I can add more. Oh no. So you only can have 5 contacts. You want to choose people in your contacts that you know that will answer the phone. That's the #1 rule I would say about having this type of device, is if you're going to place your contacts, you want to have people that will answer the phone. You can't have people that are unreliable, because if they don't answer the phone and if they don't hear that the Invisawear, I think it's like a robot, but it's like a person, they're going to alert them. That's why you have 5 contacts, because if one person doesn't answer, there's other people that they can get a hold of. You also are able to put in your medical emergencies, so that's pretty cool too. I put on there that I'm allergic to nuts. I put on there that I have asthma and I have a heart condition, or if you're deaf, or if you're vision impaired, or if you're a wheelchair user, and then there's space for you to put in your medication. So I believe this feature is if you were in a car accident, medical conditions, they have a bracelet. But if you don't have one, and your phone can definitely alert that person. I don't know if it's synced in with the bracelet on that, which I don't think so, unless they call 911 and they let them know, which I have no idea. So if anyone knows that, that'd be pretty cool to leave a comment below. And then you can change your mode at any time, as in like when you press the button, like what is it that you want it to do first. So they're like, only text my emergency contacts in emergency, do not contact 911, or you can do text my emergency contacts and send a silent SOS to 911. And then there's text my emergency contacts in emergency, and then premium features, get 24/7 access to trained ADT security agents via phone, chat, safely track. So I guess the third one is more in depth with the ADT. So I don't know if that's like additional where you have to pay for more on that one. But right now I just have it where it texts my emergency contacts and sends a silent SOS to 911. But again, if I hit my bracelet twice or 3 times, it's not going to do the text anymore. One is going to do 1 silent text to my emergency contacts. 2 times or 3 times, it's going to actually call them. And that is my video on how I like to stay protected, guys. So if you like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. leave a comment below if you're thinking about getting this Invisawear, or if you have this Invisawear, leave a comment below how it has helped you, or if you have any funny stories. I actually do have a funny story about this, but maybe I'll save that for another time, because yeah, that one is an interesting story. But as always guys, make sure you subscribe down below for me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.